All right, this is Eric Wingham with ATI Restoration. My name is Jeff Moore. I happen to work for ATI. I also happen to have a flood at my house. My son's shower backed up, flooded the bathroom, and then flooded the bedroom where we've got engineered floor, not only in the bedroom, but throughout the entire property. So, Eric, can you give me a high level of what ATI has done so far and what the loss is from a size perspective, dollar, and what it could have been, knowing obviously I've got a higher deductible. I think it's $25,000, but what could this claim have been, and what do you think it's going to end up being?
Well, from my inspection today, the source obviously was a shower that backed up. Luckily, all of your walls in the bathroom have cement boarded tiles, so that repelled a lot of the water. But you do have a issue with the wood floor, the engineered wood floor outside of the bathroom that took on a bunch of water. And what we've done is we've set dehumidifiers and air movers in the bathroom to try to get that dried in place if at all possible. And we've set a large containment tent over the wood floor in the bedroom, directing air movement into that area. And we're going to let that fan run, the equipment run in there for at least a week to try to save the wood floor in the bedroom. Now, this loss right now probably is going to be in the $10,000 to $12,000 range if we replace the floor in the bedroom. Um, but what makes this unique is that there is a continuous wood floor through the entire home that could be a deciding factor on the size of the claim, how big it could be. And if we actually went past the bedroom and it's the same flooring throughout, potentially this loss could have been in the 300,000 to 400,000 range, including demo, contents, moving, storage, and all the like. So right now we're doing our best to keep it contained to that dollar amount, which I feel it's going to be.
So, from a consumer perspective, obviously the big inconvenience right now is just my son. But if we actually filed a claim and wanted to replace the wood, because it was all laid at the same time, it's the same species, it's all engineered. Uh, Walk me through the inconvenience factor. What does that mean for me, my family? I've got 5 dogs, I've got a cat, I've got a wife, I've got 4 kids. Like, what does that mean from being out of the house if we wanted to go? I don't think I want to go down that road, but walk me through if I decided to.
Get ready to have your world upended for sure. You you would have to be relocated to a similar dwelling that you're in now, depending on what your policy says. You'd have to, hopefully, that place, you have to find a place that takes pets, that takes dogs, and the entire home, minus the bathrooms that all have ceramic tile of some type, the entire home would have to be packed out and all the contents stored and climate controlled. And a house of this size would require multiple vaults in a storage area where it would store there. Climate control, of course, but your entire world would be thrown upside down because you have to now relocate, learn to live in a new dwelling, a new area, and continue on with your life as best as you can based on what you are dealing with the disruption. The big word that I can think of, if this were turned into a claim, would be disruption.
So you'd have to pack out. You basically have to move me out of the entire house,
Yes.
replace all the floors. What does that do to the baseboards? Does that mean painting the whole house once you pull up all the wood floors, or is it just replacing baseboards?
Well,
Or sorry, floors.
yeah, what that entails is the baseboard is installed on top of the wood floor. I can see that by my job walk. That base all has to come off, and when you do that, it's cocked into place. You can do your best to try to trim that and pull it, but you're always going to have drywall damage above base. I don't care what they say. You're always going to have that. So at a minimum, base, detach and reset and or replace, depending on how it goes. Repaint all the walls, full top to bottom cleaning after repairs. Uh, Demo of the floors. All the doors will have to be detached and set aside, numbered and stored. Um, Pocket doors, we would have to be very careful working around those. But that's what it would entail, just a huge undertaking of relocation and restore and storage of items.
So basically, what he's saying is my life would suck. My wife would hate me for 12 months. My kids would be cursing at me as my son's going into a senior year, all to get new wood floors throughout the house, which would look beautiful, but at what cost? Obviously, a huge cost to the carrier, but the inconvenience, it just sounds like a freaking terrible idea, to be honest with you.